subject, full body, thanking you, and yours faithfully. Okay. Now, earlier letter, Mr. Uday Singh has applied for that particular post. Okay. Now it is company who is replying to it. Let's see what it is. The personal manager, hotel, Sequent, Jotara Road, Mumbai, email, website. Now, date is more important, right? Because it becomes a source, right? Actually, when was a particular thing communicated? Again, the same person should be informed. So they are mentioning the name there, Mr. Uday Singh, his address, Mumbai, right? We always put the subject ahead, thereafter the salutation. Now, as I told you, so the date becomes very important for communication. Here is where we will see that. With reference to your letter of application dated September 10, 2016, selection interview conducted on September 23rd, 2016, and medical fitness test conducted on September 25, 2016. We are pleased to inform you that you have been appointed for the post of a senior accountant in our hotel with effect from October 15, 2016. Right now, as I told you, why dates are important, right? Now, when did he apply? He applied on 10th September 2016, right? Let's see what was the date. He applied on, see, September 10, 2016. So we are replying on the basis of the letter only. So that shows there is proper channel of communication, right? Thereafter, what was the post he applied for? He applied for the post of senior accountant. Okay. So that has also been mentioned. Company has even mentioned that we have conducted the selection interview. That date we have conducted your medical certificates, right? Medical test has been taken. That has also been mentioned. They are even mentioning that you have been appointed for that post, and you need to join from what? You need to join from October 15th. As discussed at the final selection interview, your starting salary will be in an all inclusive package of rupees 60,000 for a probation period of 6 months, after which you shall be entitled to a basic salary of rupees 55,000, right, to 65,000, right, ranging between both, right? And allowance and benefits in keeping with the company's policy. Now, what is they talking about here? You would be not taken to full employment. You will not be permanent immediately. You would be kept on training period. That is probation period for how many months? 6 months. For those days, your salary would be 60,000, and thereafter, your salary would be between basic salary would be between 55 to 65, include and all allowances, right, and benefit, keeping in mind the company's policy. Means what? After which you shall be entitled to basic salary, right? Means what? First they will be observing you for 6 months. Thereafter they will be deciding the basic salary ranging into thousands, that is from 55 to 65, and they will even give you the allowance and benefit, keeping in mind the company's policy. The working days are Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a lunch break from 1:15 p.m. to 2 p.m. Occasionally, if you are required to work for longer hours, you will not be paid any compensatory remuneration. Means what? They are even informing you that what are your working hours. Straightway, unknowingly, they have mentioned that Saturday, Sunday, you will be having weekends, right? Along with that, they even have mentioned your break time. They even have mentioned that in case if you need to work after the working hours, you will not be paid any extra amount for that. At the end of 1 year service, you will be entitled to 15 days paid leave, besides 7 casual leaves and 7 sick leaves each year. Kindly sign a copy of this letter within a week's time and return it if the offer is acceptable to you. thanking you, yours truly, signed, and the name of the personnel manager, that is S. Sukumar, right? Now see, the way they have put all information, right, is so moving in a such a way, beautiful way, that all the questions are being answered to him, and that too is answered in a written format, right? We have given all the dates, right? The date whenever we met, the date of your application, the date of the interviews, the date of your test, medical fitness test, your joining date is mentioned, your pay package is mentioned, your allowance will be as per company policy, the timing, the break, extra work if given, what is the case, what about leaves, and at the end they have put the things into your court again, that if you are comfortable, you need to communicate back within a week time, and you should inform us that you are accepting it or not. Understood? So this should be a proper flow of your letter, right? Most of the time what happens, we only write things to brief, that is not clearly understood. So whatever you mentioned your, whatever you mentioned, especially the dates, right, especially the address, that all matters. So when you write, you should see to it that what is the question and what is the expected answer, right? Now the subject would be appointment letter, would be fine. Okay, is this much understood by everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, understand.
Yeah. Now, what happened here? Company has given the letter to Uday Singh. Now it becomes the task of Uday whether to accept it or not. Right? Again, who is the sender here? It is Mr. Uday is the sender. He's putting his address, right? He's putting his email, the date. Okay. Now, whom he is sending the letter? He is sending to Hotel Sequin. So that becomes the receiver. In that, also he is sending the letter to Mr. the personnel manager. So it should directly go and reach that person only. Subject, what is subject? Job acceptance, right? Letter. Again, dear sir, thank you for having selected me for the post of a senior accountant in your reputed hotel. Right now, it is but obvious and appreciating letter that he has been selected. So when he is accepting your letter, he should always thank you. You should show that he is very happy. Okay, so it should start with such thanking pleasing words like, thank you for having selected me for the post of a senior accountant in your reputed hotel. It is my pleasure to accept the post, and I assure you that I shall make a positive contribution towards the organization. Now, see, we gave him an offer letter. The offer letter stated that he is appointed for senior accountant. He has specified that into his letter. Plus, he is showing that how happy he is. He is saying that I would accept the post. Post is again this, and assure that I shall do something good. I shall positively contribute to your organization. Means what? He is knowingly, unknowingly showing that he is happy on accepting that letter. As discussed at the final selection interview, my starting salary will be an all-inclusive package of rupees 60,000 for a probation period of 6 months, after which I shall be entitled to a basic salary ranging from 55,000 to 65,000 and all allowance and benefits in keeping with the company policies, right? That all things are being understood. So he is again telling you that as discussed, right, I shall be entitled, that is all accepted. The working days are Monday to Friday 9 a.m. and to 5 p.m. with a lunch break of 1 to 5 1:15 to 2 p.m. Occasionally, if I am required to work for long hours, I will not be paid any compensatory remuneration. At the end of 1 year's service, I shall be entitled to 15 days paid leave besides 7 days casual leave and 7 days sick leaves each year. I'm returning a copy of the letter of appointment duly signed in acceptance of the job offer. I look forward to commencing the employment on October 15, 2016. If any additional information or document need to be furnished or any formalities need to be compiled with, please let me know. Thanking you, yours truly, and his signature. Now you see this part of this letter, that is 3 paras of this letter and 3 paras of this letter. Now your company is replying, right? So they are mentioning as discussed at the final interview letter your starting salary, right? And see this as discussed at the final interview my starting salary means what? The company is using same words. On that Mr. Uday is replying accordingly. What is changing? They what is changing here? The company is replying, right? And here it is you who are replying to it. Understanding? So many a times what happens, you have to take those words only, but with presence of mind you need to answer the letter. Getting it? So it will show the sequence, it will show a smooth flow of your communication. Further, those 3 paras of body is as it is, right? But everywhere he is mentioning I, my, will, right? He is mentioning himself as a person who is replying to that, right? In addition to it, he is even saying that I am accepting your job letter, and in addition, if required any document from your side, I'll be happy to provide it to you. So that if needed for to complete your formalities, I'll be really thankful, right? He's even mentioning that on date 15th of that October 2016, he'll be ready to join your company. Are both the letters easily understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. Now, further, what is that Mr. Uday applied, Mr. Company replied, company has sent him the acceptance letter, right? He has sent the offer letter. Now he is assumed that he is working. Now comes the question of promotion letters, right? Now, what would be the promotion? Again, promotion will be given by whom? Promotion will be given by the company. So company's address first, because that is a sender giving all your details of communication. Now details of communication is what? Your, it is your address, right? In case of communicating fast, I need to phone up, right? I need to contact, I need to put email, right? I need to even put every time my website, since it is a company, right? Since it's a hotel, right? It has to be mentioned. More important for communication always is the date, right? So date is mentioned. Who is the receiver? Mr. Uday. His address and everything. What is the subject? Promotion. Right now, just these are only specimens, right? So they are only mentioning one word. Now it would be your promotion to, right? Or promotional letter also would be fine. Better to be precise. Okay. Now, salutation, dear sir. It is with a great pleasure that I am informing you about your promotion from the post of senior accountant to chief accountant with effect from November 1st, 2018. The board of directors appreciate your sincerity, efficiency, and competency and congratulates you. Right now, what are the thing? He joined when? What was his date of joining? It was October 16, right? Now, within 2 years' time, he got promotion. What is the post he was working? He was working as senior accountant. Now he is working. He will be promoted to chief accountant from a particular date as mentioned in the letter. That is 1st of November 2018. Okay. Further, you will now be placed on a basic salary of rupees 65,000 to 70,000 and allowances and benefits keeping in mind the company's policy. Means what? Automatically when he will be promoted, he need to have some pay hike, because the job will not come with good post, it will come with responsibilities also, right? So company is but obvious expected to give him pay hike. Okay, and along with pay hike, his allowances, his benefits, all will be done as per the company's policies. We look forward to your continued sincerity and cooperation in matters of the organization. Thanking you, yours faithfully, signed, right? Now it is a letter from managing director, right? So he is mentioning that post, right? That is Rajeshwar Rao and the post, right? Now, if you say it is yours faithfully, it is your truly, means what? Those words are to be used. Why? Because those, we are unknown to each other. So yours truly, yours faithfully is okay. But when we know each other, we always use such words, that is yours faithfully. Otherwise, for general letters, for the person whom you don't know much, you can use the word your truly. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. We'll quickly have a revision of all three parts, right? What was this letter? This letter was regarding what? Yeah, reply.
Appointment. Letter of appointment.
It was an appointment letter. Okay, this is regarding,
accepting the job.
very good, job acceptance letter, and this part is
Promotion.
promotional letters.
Emotional letter.
Okay. Now, suppose when you get a letter writing right into your paper, so we will be telling you 4-line story that so and so is a person working with company for past 4 years. Now company has decided him to promote to higher post. So the letter basically gives you only this address, right? And they mention you that it is a XYZ financial company. So you should hypothetically understand what are the things you need to do, right? So those are the specimens, right? One need to use, right? You need to use all such words. It should not be only one line information that you are being promoted to those post, right? And if accepting, you please let us know. That is not a correct way of writing those letters, right? So in communication, there are certain styles of writing your letter, whether it would be a covering letter, whether it would be your job acceptance letter, whether it would be a offer letter, whether it would be your promotional letter, whether it would be rejection letter, anything, right? So all things should be put into a proper format, right? This part on replying and receiving remains the same, but what changes is your subject and the body, okay, and the person who replies, and most important every time is your date of communication. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. I'll show you the first letter. Since it is a communication subject, it should be even you reading it, you understanding it, right? I'll give you 5 minutes time. You all read it and ask me to change the slide. Is there anyone who didn't understand anything? Students, do not hesitate to ask, right? As I told you in the very first lecture, if you have any problem, you can put the things into chat box. Or if you're not comfortable in English, you can even ask in Hindi, Marathi would be fine, right? But make sure you sort out all your doubts in the lecture itself. Yeah, do not write anything, okay? I'll tell you what is to be written. I'll send you a Google Classroom link. You all join that. In that, I'll put the notes, right? Thereafter, you all start. I expect you all to make a 200 pages notebook, right? Divide that book into two parts. One, keep it for classwork, means that at the time when we are taking lectures, I'll give you certain things that is to be done during lectures, and the remaining half, I'll send all those things that in Google Classroom is to be written in the notebook, right? So please, as of now, I have not sent anything, so need not write anything into your notebooks. Is it clear? Who was this person? Tejas Shirsat. Is it clear, dear? Okay. Yeah, please make sure that you all read this, right? This is understood. You can put any hypothetical address as per your wish. What matters is this. I'll change the slide. Hope you all reading. Yeah. Reply.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll change. Once you finish, please tell me. I'll change the slide.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah, say.
According to the modern format, yours truly and personal manager signature is on left side. It is right or wrong?
As per the new format, it is on the
Left side.
yeah. Now see, some books provided on the right side, some book provided on left hand side, right? But if you see, the practice that we are following, right, is on the right hand side. Understanding, if you are talking about this type of letters, see, if you are talking here, right, this is the new pattern, right, which has been followed. But in practice, if you see, most of the signatures are done only on right hand side. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, one more doubt. Can
Yeah,
I
see.
ask, please? Sir,
Yeah.
uh, the topics you are teaching to us, business communication and business letters, we don't have to write it in our notebook, but then obviously it will not asked in examination also.
See, as of now, we don't have any idea if the exam would go offline. Okay. We'll assume that exam is online, right? Even if the exam goes offline, we are ready to answer both. Is it clear? What did I tell you all? I'll send you a Google Classroom code tomorrow. In that, I'll send all the notes, right? I'll send you objectives also of entire subjects. Okay. All chapters, all units. So need not worry about that. Is your doubt clear?
No, sir.
What was your question?
Sir, I am asking that topics you are teaching to us, business communication and business letters, if we don't have to write it in our notebook, then obviously these topics will not be asked in examination also.
How come then? What's the purpose of teaching? I'm teaching you all things from exam point of view only, na?
Okay, okay. You mean this topic will be asked in examination.
All things that are taught in class would be part of your exams. Is
Okay,
it
okay.
clear?
Now I understand. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, just a minute. I'll send you the attendance link. Wait.